Not all amphibious vehicles are for fun and games. Some of them serve a much-needed purpose. We're off to Camp Pendleton, where we'll board an LCAC, a land-to-water hovercraft that's built to save lives. Invention and evolution of the hovercraft eventually gave birth to the U.S. Navy LCAC, allowing for more efficient water-to-land maneuvering and, more importantly, a reduction in casualties. Captain Amadon, how are you, sir?
Good morning. Welcome to Assault Craft Unit 5, home of the Swift Intruders.
Well,
Thank you
I'm
for
very
being
excited.
here.
Yeah, thank you. This should be a lot of fun.
You're ready to get started.
Let's do it.
All right.
So let's get you changed.
Okay. Okay, ta-da.
Very nice.
We've got boots for you, socks,
Oh, great.
t-shirt,
Cool,
the
cool.
whole thing.
So what do the initials LCAC stand for exactly?
LCAC stands for Landing Craft Air Cushion, so they actually ride on a small cushion of air.
This monster is 87 feet long, weighs 182 tons, and can go up to 70 knots. Basically, if you see this thing coming at you, get out of the way! And lucky me, I get to drive this thing.
First, we need to get you trained up. So we're ready to go through our simulator.
And you put quarters in this, or is it just straight ahead? Am I right here?
Yes, sir. You're right there in that seat.
Okay. Usually, each LCAC pilot must do 196 hours of training. Guys, we're spinning.
Oh, we're coming around quick.
Okay, I think I've killed everybody on board. Hang on. But, as a former talk show host, 20 minutes should do the trick. Mayday, mayday, abort mission. Well, let me ask you something. Now, it goes 55 miles an hour, and during R&R, any guys ever try to water ski behind these?
You know, Jay, I've never seen them do it, but I don't think they'd make it very long back there behind the prop.
How bad is the wind blast behind it?
Let's say it'd be Hurricane Katrina.
Really?
Worse.
So the water skiing thing is out?
It's out.
It's out.
Okay.
So here at ACU5, we're a lot like you. You know, we're a self-maintained garage. You know, a lot of people, when they have a boat, breaks down, they take it to a shipyard or to a boat shop. We do everything in-house.
Now, I know the guys just want to know, what kind of horsepower are we talking about here?
A lot. We're looking 5,000 horsepower.
Per engine.
Per engine? And how many engines on the vehicle?
We have 4.
4. So we're looking at 20,000 horsepower. Okay, now we're talking. 20,000 horsepower. Let's do this. Well, take me through it now. Okay, these are your 2 primary engines to move it forward, but there are other engines in here, correct?
That's correct, sir.
Okay.
So if you go back here after the craft, there's 2 turbofan engines per side.
Okay, and those spin fans which force the air to lift it up.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
The layout is pretty basic. The engines in the back make it go, and the engines on the side make it hover. Now, can you move one of these when those engines aren't running? I mean, can you even tow it? There aren't like any wheels for when it's down.
No,
it can
sir.
roll of any kind. So it's got to be run. It's got to be running to move.
Right, on its own power.
You're not going to jump start. You're not going to get a bunch of guys.
Oh, yeah, no.
Let's push this baby and get it jump started.
Not the clutch.
No, not going to happen. No, no popping the clutch on this. Okay. And what is your miles per gallon, would you say? Or is it gallons per
hour,
mile?
right?
Gallons per
It's
hour.
gallons per hour?
This craft is filled up to about 36,000 pounds of fuel, and it'll last probably about 5 hours.
Wow. Okay. My dad had a Cadillac like that. Wow. Is the goal of this to bring vehicles off ship into land, a tank, or whatever it might be?
It was designed for high-speed ship-to-shore maneuver to
Okay.
get Marine Corps equipment ashore as quickly as possible.
If you had this, you would have used this at Normandy Beach, in other words.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
this
the
is-
latest generation
yeah,
of
of
craft
that.
for assaulting
Just
the beach.
filled with soldiers and you come in, okay. All right, I've had enough training. I think it's time we went for a ride.
Clear to come up on cushion, proceed feet wet when ready. The ship is 8 nautical miles now.
Roger,
It takes about 14 minutes to get there. Okay.
Our mission objective, hover fast for 3 miles and then dock with the USS Comstock. Piece of cake. I've had 20 minutes of training. Let's do this.
Jay, this is what's called on cushion. We're off of the landing rails and we're actually floating on a cushion of air.
That's our ship out there on the left.
That's correct, Jay. All right, Jay, and this is what's called transitioning from feet dry to feet wet. Feet dry over land, feet wet when we get out to sea. All right, Jay, you're officially feet wet in a U.S. Navy LCAC.
Very cool. It's really much smoother than I thought it would be. It's much smoother than a boat would be under the same circumstances. And it's moving along, what are you, about 45 knots?
We're at 30 right now, Jay.
30 knots? Okay. You ever spot whales out here?
We do.
Yeah.
Quite frequently. All right, Jay, what we did right now is we came off stop, so I'm going to get you up in the seat.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Tricky up there. Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is a lot trickier than it looks. Maybe I needed 22 minutes of training.
It's tricky up there.
Use
your right leg first.
It's the helmet that makes it the trickiest. That means I can do this. There we go.
And after some awkward maneuvering, I get to take the helm. And believe me, this ain't no simulator.
I feel like in one of those bad movies where the admiral's son is given command and they take it away from the guy who actually knows what he's doing.
7 nautical miles to the ship right now.
Go forward.
Yeah, push them all the way forward.
All the way forward. You can't feel any power. Am I moving?
Yep, you are.
I want to go a little bit right?
Now, just to be clear, I'm only steering this thing. The real professionals are doing the work of operating the navigation and the acceleration. But, in true show business tradition, I'll take all the credit.
As we get a little farther out to sea, you'll feel the waves pick up a little bit.
Yeah.
Pretty heavy seas.
I've driven monster trucks, fire trucks, even tanks, but that's child's play compared to trying to pilot this incredible machine. And believe me, folks, this is a lot harder than it looks.
Congratulations on your first well deck.
Hey, that was great, you guys. Very cool.
Okay, so the Navy wasn't entirely comfortable with me docking a $40 million hovercraft.
We're going to shut down the main engines, and then we'll get you off the boat.
Cool.
Maybe next time.
Welcome aboard, Jay, the USS Comstock. Here you go. We got a fine little hat for you.
Oh, cool.
That's yours. So you gotta wear it with pride. Oh, fits perfect.
There you go.
Okay. So we're assembled on the flight deck.
Cool.
It's a real honor.
Hi.
United States sailor. I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America. And I will obey the orders of those appointed over me. I represent the fighting spirit of the Navy and those who come before me to defend freedom and democracy around the world. I proudly serve my country's Navy combat team with honor, courage, and commitment. I am committed to excellence and victory in all.
Booyah! Hey, bring it in, please. Bring it in. Hey, it's a beautiful day on board USS Comstock, and we have the privilege of having a special guest on board. We all know him as the host of The Tonight Show and of Jay Leno's Garage. It's my privilege and honor to introduce to you Jay Leno.
Thank you. Well, thank you, guys. Are we on? There we go. There we go. Cool. This is really an honor, you guys. Thank you. And it's really exciting to do. We just want to show people what you guys do and how well you do it. And they let me drive it today. I see why they won't let me drive it again. But anyway, I just want to say what an honor it is. And I'd like to be able to shake each and every one of your hands if I could. I would like that privilege so much. So thank you. I'll give it back to the captain.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
How's it going?
Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
Did I get you? I missed you. Oh, I got you twice. Okay.
Twice already.
Thanks, everybody.
Jay Leno's Garage. Premiere episode Wednesday at 10.
Let's do this.
CNBC. Get yours.
Mm-hmm.